In this video, we are going to talk about 10 dividend stocks to invest in. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. One of the most significant advantages of investing in the stock market is the opportunity to make more money. If the stock market appreciates in value over time, the price of a specific stock may grow or decline. Investors that have put their money into reliable enterprises, on the other hand, will enjoy a profit increase. Similarly, diversifying one's stock portfolio will assist investors to generate wealth by leveraging growth across many sectors, resulting in a profit. Number 10. Bank of America Corporation, NYSE, BAC. The Bank of America Corporation started off in 1784 and has its headquarters in Charlotte, which is located in the state of North Carolina. Consumer banking, global wealth and investment management, global banking, and global markets are the four business sectors that the corporation uses to provide its many financial goods and services. The dividend yield on offer from Bank of America Corporation currently stands at 2.43%. Bank of America Corporation announced its earnings for the first quarter of 2022 in May, producing an EPS of 80 cents, which was 6 cents more than the consensus estimate among experts. The revenue of $23.23 billion beat market projections by $135.77 million, bringing in more money than expected. The Bank of America Corporation reported on May 5 that spending with credit and debit cards in April increased by 13% when compared to the same month last year. More specifically, spending with credit cards increased by 22%, while spending with debit cards increased by 6%. Number 9. JPMorgan Chase Company. Consumers and businesses alike can make use of JPMorgan Chase Company's investment management, banking, and lending products and services. JPMorgan Chase Company is an American international financial services firm. The revenue of $30.72 billion that JPMorgan Chase Company reported for the first quarter exceeded analysts' projections by $318.51 million. Because JPMorgan Chase Company has been increasing its dividends annually for the past 11 years in a row, including it in your investment portfolio is an important step toward achieving financial independence. On March 15, the firm announced that it will be paying a quarterly dividend of $1 per share, and this dividend was paid out to shareholders on April 30. On May 12, the dividend yield for JPMorgan Chase Company was calculated to be 3.45%. Number 8. United Health Group Incorporated, NYSE, UNH. United Health Group Incorporated, an American global healthcare insurance corporation, has just made the announcement that it will be incorporating the telehealth segment into its strategies to both cut costs and address the demands of patients who are afflicted with chronic ailments. In the fourth quarter of 2019, Edgerton Capital acquired shares of United Health Group Incorporated with a value of about $825 million, marking the beginning of the firm's process of increasing its position in the company. At the end of the first quarter of 2022, the hedge fund owned more than 1.6 million shares of the company, which had a combined value of over $834 million. The investment portfolio of John Armitage included 4.39% of the corporation in question. Edgerton Capital's other large assets include MasterCard Incorporated, Microsoft Corporation, and Amazon.com, Inc., in addition to UNH, which is the firm's flagship investment. At the moment, United Health Group Incorporated provides shareholders with a dividend payment of $1.45 per share on a quarterly basis. Number 7. The Charles Schwab Corporation, NYSE, SCHW. The Charles Schwab Corporation is a multinational financial services provider that is headquartered in the United States. In the first quarter of 2022, the company reported total client assets of $7.86 trillion and produced revenue of $4.6 billion. This is an increase of 11% compared to the same period in the previous year. A quarterly dividend of 20 cents per share was declared by the Charles Schwab Corporation, NYSE, SCHW, in January 2022. This represents an increase of 11% in comparison to the company's previous dividend, which was 18 cents per share. Since the beginning of the past decade, the business has maintained a pattern of annual dividend increases. On May 26 it was reported that the dividend yield of the stock had reached 1.17%.
Number 6. KKR & Amp Company, Inc. KKR & Amp Company, Inc. is a multinational investment firm that is based in the United States. A deal with a value of $2.16 billion was recently announced by the company, as part of which it will acquire a power-producing organization situated in the United Kingdom. The transaction would represent a milestone in the company's direction toward increasing its position in the field of renewable energy. Since the third quarter of 2018, Edgerton Capital has maintained an investment position in KKR & Amp Company, having initially funded the position with shares valued at $266.2 million. At the conclusion of the first quarter of 2022, the hedge fund had investments worth about $380.7 million, which accounted for 2% of John Armitage's portfolio. Number 5. D.R. Horton Incorporated. D.R. Horton Incorporated is a construction firm based in the United States of America and is one of the largest home builders in the nation. The corporation recorded a revenue of $8 billion for the first quarter of 2022, which represents a year-over-year gain of 24%. In addition, the company's total net sales orders increased by 10% during the quarter as a result of the sale of 24,340 residences. The number of hedge funds that Insider Monkey follows and which hold interests in D.R. Horton fell from 54 in the previous quarter to 52 in the first quarter of 2022. This represents a modest decrease. The total value of these holdings comes to about $2 billion when added together. Number 4. CSX Corporation. The CSX Corporation is a holding corporation based in the United States that primarily operates in the real estate and rail transportation industries. The corporation announced that its revenue per unit had increased by 24% to $2.2 billion during the first quarter of 2022. The total sales of the company came in at $3.41 billion, which was $100 million higher than what was anticipated by the market. At the end of the first quarter of 2022, Edgerton Capital held more than 30.3 million CSX Corporation shares, which had a combined market value of $1.13 billion. The investment portfolio held by John Armitage included 5.98% of the corporation in question. Number 3. Oracle Corporation. Oracle Corporation is a global computer software corporation headquartered in the United States. It has its headquarters in Texas and is regarded as one of the top dividend stocks that also has expansion possibilities. The fact that Credit Suisse analyst Phil Winslow said in November that the company is well positioned to become the top third or fourth vendor in the PaaS/IaaS market and the second best vendor in the SaaS market is evidence of this. Winslow stated that the company is well positioned to become these positions. The market expert has assigned an outperform rating to the stock and projects that it will reach $110 in the near future. Number 2. PPG Industries Incorporated. PPG Industries Incorporated is a Fortune 500 corporation that is situated in the United States. It operates in over 70 different countries and provides paints, coatings, and other related specialized products to customers all over the world. Christopher Parkinson, an analyst at Mizuho, has assigned a buy recommendation to shares of PPG Industries Incorporated. The price target that the analyst has set for the stock has been increased to $184. The earnings history of the company reveals that it had an EPS of $1.69 in the third quarter, which was 10 cents more than the projections. Additionally, it reveals revenue of $4.37 billion, which represents an increase of 18.64% year over year and is superior to projections by a margin of $120.75 million. Additionally, PPG Industries Incorporated has seen a year-to-date increase of 12.35% and a year-over-year increase of 7.43%. Number 1. BWX Technologies Incorporated, NYSE, BWXT. BWX Technologies Incorporated is a technology company that operates out of Virginia. Its primary market is the United States, which it supplies with nuclear components and fuel. According to the presentation that was given at the business's Investor Day in November of last year, the company anticipates stronger growth potential beyond the year 2024. This makes the stock an interesting dividend investment that has the ability to expand.
The statements pertain to its two most important lines of business, which are the production of nuclear reactors for use in nuclear-powered aircraft carriers and submarines and its work in the field of nuclear medicine. Tate Sullivan, an analyst working for Maxim, reaffirmed a buy rating on shares of BWX Technologies Incorporated in November of last year. Additionally, the analyst believes that a price of $68 was a reasonable price target for the stock. The earnings report for the third quarter of BWX Technologies Incorporated, NYSE, BXT, reveals an EPS of 63 cents, which is higher than the 62 cents EPS reported for the previous quarter. The total revenue for the company was $498.73 million. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.